Well, green is universal, and with today's 22-cent hike in gas prices, chances are you're more determined than ever to find a cheaper way to get around. Well, two Illinois brothers have done it big time. They used batteries and a charger to turn their hybrid Toyota Prius into a machine that gets 100 miles per gallon. Wow. Brothers Chris and Andrew Orr join me now live from Chicago. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, thanks. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us how you came up with this idea. Who thought, let me try to rig this up and get even more mileage?
Well, it was just, it was something I had seen. A couple people had been talking about it, and it was just something that I wanted to try to do.
All right, what exactly do you have to do to the car to make this happen?
Well, what we did is we took the stacked Toyota Prius, which has in the back, in the trunk, there's a tire well. So what we did is we took the tire well out, we put a little charger underneath the trunk there, and then on top of that, we put a bunch of batteries. And then the idea here is that these batteries will supplement the original Prius system. And then it's kind of funny. We drilled a little hole in the bumper, and there's a little electric plug that you can plug into your little house. It's a little electric plug that you can plug into your house. And the idea here is that it introduces a second source of energy. It introduces the ability to charge your car from the electric grid, which a normal Prius has. It's a gas car. It uses a gas engine to charge the electric system. So this introduces a second system.
I'm looking at that picture there. It looks really complicated. So I'm guessing the average layman could not do this at home.
Well, it is complicated. It also wasn't that terribly complicated. I'm 25, my brother's in college, and we were able to pull this off.
Are you trying to make me feel stupid? No. You're 25 and you did something most people could never do in a lifetime. All right, how far can you travel before you have to recharge your car?
It depends on the size of the battery. The batteries that we've used in our cars so far are about 15 miles, which it doesn't sound like much, but the idea is that if you are just going to the grocery store, and then coming back to the house, or if you're going to pick up the kids or something like that, you wouldn't burn gas at all for that portion of the trip. And once you go beyond that range, then you just switch back to being a regular hybrid. You can still get 50 miles a gallon at that point. So you end up with an overall average of about 100 miles a gallon.
It sounds amazing. Do you guys have plans on selling this idea to anyone? Do you see it as being something truly marketable and usable in the future?
Well, I think we certainly see it as something that's marketable and usable. And, really, if car makers were to do this, they could do it a whole lot better than we could. We don't really have any specific plans to market this. There are some companies around that do. That you can buy a system like this from, or at least they're in the works at this point.
Well, it certainly is something to be proud of. Chris and Andrew, thanks so much. I'm impressed.
Thanks for having us.